Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aussie Starcraft, where we're bringing you another Grandmaster level replay. In the bottom left hand corner is our blue Protoss is Grubby. Now as you'll see, Grubby is on his own team. It plays for Grubby, or himself, Grubby's Grubby. And in the top right hand corner we have LiquidRet, so playing for Team Liquid as our red Zerg. Now, just some background on these players. I don't know a lot about Rhett. I have seen a number of his replays. Very excellent Zerg player. He's done quite well in Heart of the Swarm. I do know a fair bit about Grubby, having watched a lot of his replays, particularly in WCS Europe. Grubby's done quite well, made it quite far in the last seasons, and just an excellent player in general. Now, also watched a bit of his streams. I don't know, I just like Grubby as a player. Very fun to watch, but also a really nice guy. You don't see him say anything bad about anyone, and you know, just excellent guy in general. So I thought I'd cast a few of his games. I've always enjoyed watching them and thought it would be a bit of fun to cast one. So the map is Neoplanet Est, which is quite an interesting map. New to the map pool, I think, in Season 2, but these players have played quite a bit on it since then, and there's a lot that factors into the planning for this game, and that is where do you expand and where do you take a third base. Your second base quite safe, super small choke point, can be defended quite well from the high ground, makes two base play very popular, and that presents a bit of a problem for Rhett in this matchup, and that is because 2 base Zerg beats 2 base Protoss all day, every day. So the problem for the Zerg is, where does he take his third base? It's either here, that's exposed to aggression from 2 or 3 angles, or it's up here, which is even further away for a Grand Army to reinforce and expose both from the top and the bottom. So quite easy to do both Zealot counterattacks and pushes into the main base. Timing attacks from Protoss particularly devastating on this map, and we'll see whether Grubby chooses to use any of those. So always a hard map for Zerg, this map, and so we'll see what Grubby's got in store for Rhett. Also interested to see what tech choices Rhett goes for. 2 Zerglings moving out, likely to be used for a bit of scouting. So first queen on the way. Choosing to go spawning pool before second hatchery. That's not surprising. Grubby quite commonly likes to go for quite aggressive openings, and as you can see, Mothership Core already on the field. Loves to get that early aggression on the field, drop a few Stalkers or a few Zealots and go to town as early as possible. These games tend to favour quick aggression instead of slower macro play. So surprised we haven't seen a Stalker move out yet. Could easily pick off an Overlord or two. We have Overlord in the main base and Overlord camping here near the high ground. This Overlord's going to sacrifice itself, as you can see. Rhett hurriedly clicking over here, really wanting to see what other tech is stashed away. So, Queen's on the field now. First and second base now down. This probe likely wanting to establish a proxy pylon, but picked up by the Zergling scout. Have Grubby throwing down a couple of gateways to wall this off, make it nice and secure. Grubby transferring a few probes down, and first sentry down on the field to make sure that this wall is nice and secure. See, he'll be blocking there, and then when the sentry gets low health, he just drops a force field. Mothership Core picks off the creep tumor. Nice little pick up from Grubby there. It will be able to escape. Movement speed much higher than a queen off creep. And we have Rhett choosing to take a third base down in this bottom location. So a bit of an interesting choice. Tend to see players favour this third up here, but for whatever reasons, Rhett's chosen the lower location. So a few Zerglings going to be getting an idea of this door here and trying to spot what's going on. Likely be used to try and detect when the Protoss force moves out, if indeed it moves out at all. So if we look at the production tab, you can see Roach Warren now on the way for Rhett, and likely to see I imagine quite a substantial number of roaches come mid-game, or at least roaches being used to try and prevent whatever Grubby has in store. And we can see, oh, Rhett will spot this. The Zealot's starting to morph in the mid, obviously trying to go undetected, but Zergling's now moving around to try and defend this third base. 3 Zealots in here, proxy pile on here. We'll see if the other Zealots are brought around. In fact, they are. Mothership Core getting a lot of free pickups with these Zerglings. These Zealots now moving out, now that the Zerglings can't get this around they're wanting. A lot of pressure out of Grubby here. And surprised to not see these Overlords dropping, but we have Grubby continuing to morph in more and more Zealots. Unupgraded Zealots, but +1 attack is almost finished. 6 Roaches on the field. Oh, nice time warp there. We'll slow the Zerglings and Roaches down. Now Grubby really needs to get this hatchery down before these Roaches can reinforce, and will he be able to do that? Microing around with the Zealots. I think we're going to see Grubby mass recall out of this. The Zealots going for every last stroke of the sideline. There it does. It does indeed go down, and the Mothership Core likewise will likely also die. So, oh, throwing down a clutch time warp so that the Queen can't get a last shot off, and they will fall back. So third base of Rhett has gone down, and that's what I mean about this map being so very difficult for Zerg to play on. It's so easy for cheeky timing attacks, nice warp-ins, being able to take out the Zerg third base time and time again. We look at these Roaches moving out. Quite a few on the way now. I see that Grubby is indeed supply blocked because of those pylons going down, so hurrying to throw down a few photon cannons as he can't build any units while he's supply blocked. These Roaches will be trying to force their way in. The Mothership Core, you'll see why Grubby tried so hard to ensure it survived. Crucial to defending his base. He can throw down a photon overcharge if these Roaches commit. Yes, indeed he does it. Oh, force fields those Roaches in. Excellent play out of Grubby here. Pins the Roaches. These are going to get picked off by both the Sentries and the Mothership Core. And nice little pickup for Grubby there. If we look at the units lost, it is indeed favouring Grubby. And considering it's 2 base play, that's excellent news for him. Right where he wants to be as Protoss. Well, no, ideally he wants to be ahead, more ahead, but being even on units lost and even on bases is exactly where a Protoss player is aiming to be. As a Protoss army trades much more efficiently than other factions. Production tab, we see +2 weapons on the way and Blink, so likely to see a bit of Blink Stalker Micro coming out of Grubby. Very cost efficient, takes down that Overlord over there, and moving out with this Immortal. So a few Hydralisks on the way. We have Rhett throwing down his Hydralisk Den to try and defend against these gateway units. The reason for that being, once you get this many sentries on the map, it's so hard to hold it off with Zerglings and Roachlings. They can force field, get much more cost efficient engagement, stop you getting mixed around. We see Grubby moving out yet again to deny the third base. We'll see if Rhett has any answers for this. Dropping a Spine Crawl up at these Stalkers. Oh, nice force fields going up straight away, and as you can see, he's able to get a great angle here. One more force field will pin these units, and he can kill this base for very little damage, and you'll see the Zerg army actually can't engage him head on. Force field there, and he will make it straight out, and we have yet again Grubby denying the third base of Rhett. This is a horrible, I know this feeling so well on this map, being a Zerg player, having the Protoss being able to just get such clever engagements like that, pick off your third base. It's so hard to be able to hold on to your bases. So Grubby moving into a more and more commanding lead in this game. His own third base on the way. Sees Zergling run by trying to get into the main, but Bob the Zealot doing his trusty gatekeeping role there. Rhett trying to get us around on the Protoss forces here. Force field. Oh, Mothership recall out and makes out. If those Hydralisks could have picked off the Mothership core, that would have been big for Rhett, but unfortunately being able to mass recall in the nick of time. And Mothership Core's up to 8 kills, so more than making up its weight. I have a few Immortals providing the punch of this army, but the thing that's really killing Rhett in this game is the consistent force fielding. Grubby has such great force field play, excellent positioning with them. Just oh, another big Zealot warp in from this pylon down here. Third base will be denied yet again. Can Rhett get in any position to defend this? and the Zealots forcing the cancel and selling their life for ire. Valiantly going down. Ret trying to clean up this pylon, prevent that sort of harassment. Third base going down yet again on the top. But we can see that Grubby's now got his third base underway and is mining, whereas Ret's forced to be on consistent two base time. The big force moving in here. This base may well get cleaned up here by Ret. Nice aggression out of him. Oh no, he needs to pick off the base. Why did you leave? No, Ret. Obviously knowing he couldn't go toe to toe with the Protoss there, but unfortunately for him, he really needed to get that Nexus down. He cannot afford to go 3 base, 2 base for much longer. You see a substantial differentiation in the upgrades. We have +1 attack from the Zerg, but +2 Protoss ground weapons and blink. So quite a difference in these players and what they have on the field. +3 weapons almost finishing is going to be an enormously potent force. We have 2 Colossus on the field, only 3 Corruptors out so far. Oh, 4 Corruptors out. Let's bring up that units tab. So 6 on the field now. And we have Grubby here denying the third base yet again. Third base at the top, another counter attack here, and Ret's just left absolutely gobsmacked as to which way he should go. Does this third base go down? No, it does not. Ret manages to hold there. I'm going to tell you, if that base had dropped, it would have been GG for Ret. So excellent defense there, able to hold against the multi-pronged aggression. But you see Grubby just so active with this army, moving out, pressuring the third base, using the mass recall on the mothership core to bring his army home for defense to avoid any base trade scenarios. So just excellent position for Grubby to be in. He's in commanding lead at this point. Upgrade advantage, supply, well, not quite a supply advantage, but knows the Zerg force moving out. He is going to have to cancel this Nexus, as these Zerg forces, can they see it? Surely they can see that. No, the Zerg actually can't see that Nexus warping. If Grubby manages to warp that in under Ret's nose, I'd be enormously surprised. Ret focusing on getting this around here. We have the Corruptors moving in, corrupting these Colossi. Immortals raking in so many roach kills. 8 kills, 10 kills, 8 kills on another one. That will clean up this Zerg force. I think that's going to be it for Ret. He's just not able to get the cost of... even with the surround, unable to make the most of it. Just units lost, we can see significantly favouring Grubby in this matchup. He's just been so efficient with the force field. And there we have Ret, very well managed, GG well played, and leaving the game. So just this is why I love Grubby. Just absolutely fantastic use of the force field. Such a thorough understanding of both the map and the current meta game between Protoss and Zerg, knowing that all he has to do is keep the Zerg on even bases to win the game, and he just did it so consistently with Zealot warp-ins, with using his main army and his mothership recall. Just such excellent timing and precision from Grubby. So well played from both these guys, and excellent result for Grubby. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll probably cast a few more of Grubby's games coming up after the break, so don't go anywhere. We'll catch you soon on Aussie Starcraft. Thanks guys.